Hello friends, this is Lennon Bunny and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to share my currently inked fountain pens for the month of January. I only have 4 fountain pens inked for this month because it really has been a busy and overwhelming month. I think not only for me but for most of us. And I am extremely thankful and grateful that I still have the time to enjoy my hobby and use my fountain pens. So without further introduction, here's my 4 currently inked fountain pens for this month. I'll be swatching using my Kakimori stainless steel nib on my Kakimori cherry wood holder, and I'll be using my pen and ink journal, that is the Midori A5 and dot grid. So for the first ink, it's Sesame Oil from Lennon Toolbar. I love this ink because it's very cozy and I love how it reminds me of latte or cappuccino. It's just a very good creamy brown with some gorgeous shading. I inked it on my palette Vanishing point in broad nib. So this color is called dark blue or blue with rhodium trim. So the nib on this one is 18 karat gold and it is buttery smooth. This pen and ink combination is really lubricated and I had a very wet writing experience on this one. So I'm very happy with this. My next ink is the Sailor Ink Studio 373, and this one is a bit similar to Sesame Oil. That's why I decided to swatch it next to see it. To see it side by side and compare how similar it is to each other, they are to each other, or how different they are to each other. So as you can see, they're really quite similar. But the 373 is, I guess, much darker, but we'll see once it dries how it really compares to sesame oil. Now that it's dry, I can see that 373 has a much darker and cooler tone compared to sesame oil. So I inked it on my Estie Estie, and this is in Nova Blue, and it's in medium nib. So during my new pen day, I inked this pen with the Robert Oster Wind ink, but I found it really dry and it didn't give me a pleasurable writing experience. But with this Sailor Ink Studio ink, I had a very good writing experience. So um, I enjoyed this pen much better with this ink than the Robert Oster's Wind, which gave me a very dry writing experience. Now that I'm seeing the dried ink, it's giving some hints of pink. Also, I would say mauve or pink undertone on this brown. So here I am just providing some writing samples. And as you can see, Esther Brooks' medium nib is somehow comparable to the broad of Pilot Vanishing Point on this one because Japanese nibs usually are narrower. I mean, their version of broad is narrower than Western nibs version of broad. So that's a writing sample. I'll be showing also some more writing samples using my Habonichi Hon. So this one is in Midori paper, and then the writing samples that I'll be showing would be on Sanzen Tomoe River paper. So here it is. I've been rewriting or transcribing some articles on meditation. So that's how the Sesame Oil and Sailor Ink Studio 373 compares to each other side by side. So next ink is my Birmingham Pen Company Sugar Cup, which was lovingly sent by Maria of Perfectly Mediocre Planner. So this is a beautiful olive green ink, and it also has some really nice shading. And actually, the I was using L'Occitane soap this month, and the packaging of the soap really inspired me to ink these inks on this on my fountain pen. I mean, to choose this ink palette or color palette. So I'm going to put a little or insert a photo of the soap packaging somewhere here on the screen as a reference. So anyway, this ink is, as you can see, it's really pretty. It has some really gorgeous shading, like light light olive green or chartreuse green or just chartreuse to dark olive green. And as it dries, you would also notice some sheening on this part. So with this one, I inked on my TWSBI Eco White with rose gold trims. And this one was initially 1.1 stub nib, and I had it modified into a 0.8 millimeter smooth stub by Sir JP. So this is how it writes. It takes some getting used to with this nib because it's a stub nib. So some angles would give you different angles would give you different line variation. By the way, have you seen the latest release of TWSBI, the Espresso Bronze TWSBI Eco? And I was able to resist not getting the cafe bronze and the cream rose gold, but seeing the espresso bronze and seeing it together with the other two, again reignited my want to get those three in total, because I just seeing them together side by side makes me really want to get them and add them to my collection. But Let's see if I'll feel the same way after few weeks or few months, since I'm currently on my no spend month or no spend quarter right before the Manila Pen Show. So the Manila Pen Show would be this coming March, and Read and Write with Casey and I vowed to not spend anything on any hobby supplies until the Manila Pen Show. So anyway, this is the writing sample of the Birmingham Pen Company Sugar Kelp, and it's inked on my TWSBI Eco Rose Gold, White Rose Gold, in 0.8 millimeter smooth stub nib. Okay, so the next ink would be my Colorverse Buncheong Ware. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Lol, so upon checking, so Buncheong or Ponchong is the name of the ceramic. So it's Buncheong Ware. It's not Ware. Ware is in English, and then the Buncheong is in Korean. So it's a traditional form of Korean stoneware with a blue-green tone. Pieces are coated with white slip and decorative design. So another description is the term Buncheong Hojeong Zagi was coined in 1930s. So it translates as gray-green. So, Buncheong ware is a loose group of ceramics with a relatively coarse gray body embellished in various form with white slip and decorative design. So, seeing this ink, it really seems green-gray or gray-green with blue-green undertone and also some lilac shading underneath. So I inked it on my TWSBI Diamond 580 AL in Iceberg, and it's in medium nib. So the pen and ink pairing is also wet and lubricated on this one, and I love writing with it. It's smooth. But this pen, I find this pen quite heavy or back heavy whenever posted. So if you will be trying this pen, maybe it's good if you don't post it. Or maybe my hand is just really small. That would be all for my currently inked fountain pens for the month of January. Which among my pen and ink pairing is your favorite? Comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to support my channel. Again, this is Laloon Bunny. Have a creative and happy day. Bye!